What's up, fella? So I had a patron supporter, loyal patron support. He's been waiting a while for this video, so let me put it out today. And he wants to know how to maintain interest in long relationships. All right. And so I know you guys are shocked, but I have been in relationships in the past. Shit ain't happening now, but it has happened in the past. And so, as y'all guys might know, with this, a lot of you guys might know this, but for the ones that don't know this, guys, this is simply going to boil down to focusing on your purpose, staying on your purpose. But it goes a little deeper than what y'all guys might think. All right, it seems simple. Yeah, focus on your purpose. That makes sense. Yeah. Let me break this down so you'll understand all the things that focusing on your purpose does. All right, guys, when you get into a relationship, a lot of times, guys got into these relationships a lot of the times to fill a void. Bottom fucking line, all right? That emptiness, that loneliness feel, all right? So when you get in a relationship, it gets worse, all right? Because you start, the woman starts to take on your whole fucking life, all right? And this is why a lot of women can't deal with relationships with some dudes, and this is why they break up with some dudes, because the guy wants to spend all his available time with the woman, all right, guys? This is what the purpose is going to do. It's going to keep you busy. It's going to keep you from getting that neediness, all right? And another thing it's going to do, it's going to keep her fighting for your time, all right? That's what you want. See, when a woman is fighting for your time, that's getting her, keeping her emotional, all right? That's how you keep women in love with you. Now, I know a lot of you guys think of a relationship and you just want it to be peaches and cream, but you can't get a woman to be in love with you without some drama, all right? Women are emotional, all right? Without drama and conflict, they simply can't be in love with you, all right? So when you focusing on your purpose and you ain't spending all your available time with them, that gives them something to, look forward to, something to bitch about, that you're not spending enough time, we ain't spending enough time. Good, that's what you want. And I told you guys this more than one time. If your woman is not bitching about you, y'all not spending enough time, you're not doing it right. You need to focus more on your purpose. It's always better if she's chasing your time, all right, chasing your validation, all right. It's much better that way, all right. Not only is it gonna keep her pursuing you, but it's also gonna keep her emotional, all right, which means that she stays wrapped up in you, all right. So she's always thinking about you when she's not with you. So a woman needs to always be chasing and pursuing your time. That's what focusing on your purpose is going to do. And this is what the guy who wanted me to say, hey, should I cheat? See, he wanted to replace that empty time with other women. And I want him to replace it with purpose. And this is what I'm talking about. All right, he wants his woman to respect his time. Let her respect your time because you're focusing on your purpose. All right. And let me tell you something else the purpose does. It keeps your SMV improving. All right, so what does that do? That allows you to pass all her shit tests. So here's the thing, guys. In a relationship, when you enter a relationship, we as men, as we start to care more and more about the woman, we tend to let the woman start to get away with more and more bullshit. All right, so they start for long, she's basically running the relationship for long. All right, when you keep your SMV high, when you keep your swagger high, you can stand up to a shit test because you feel like you can easily replace her. Like, bitch, you don't see all this shit I'm over here doing? You don't see this empire I'm building? All right, your ass better behave. You want to stick around for it. See, that's what keep improving your SMV. It gives you that confidence and swagger that you can replace her anytime. We men, we naturally know a woman can replace us anytime. We already know all our girl got to do is just walk out the door and put on some little shorts. And by the time she make it to the store, 10 guys done approach her. We can't replace women that easy, all right? So to keep that swagger, stay on your fucking purpose so you know you constantly improving your SMV, all right? That's going to give you the confidence to stand up to her shit test, all right? So when she want to go out to the club with her friends, you're going to be always wondering, did she meet that baller tonight? All right? When you on your purpose, you don't have to worry about that shit because you know your woman know what you building, all right? So you don't have to worry about these fears of, did she meet a guy who make more money than me today? You don't think about this shit when you're on your purpose, because I am that guy. I am the baller, because look what I'm building over here. Guys, we have to constantly be improving our SMV, all right? Another thing, guys, is getting complacent with what you're doing. This is another thing that purpose fits. As a man, you need to constantly be building, improving, all right? That keeps a woman, the second a woman see that you get stagnant, she start losing interest, or you not improving. I tell you what, if you think I'm lying, any of you guys who watching this if you're in a long-term relationship right now, what I want you to do is, I want you to go home and tell your girl today, hey, I got a bigger job offer. Watch how excited she get. Women like to see a man constantly improving himself. All right, so you need to be constantly improving yourself, but you should be doing it for yourself. Don't do it for the bitch. Do it for yourself. All right, I don't want a bunch of you guys going out there feeling, man, I want to start improving myself just so I can please a bitch. Do it for your fucking self. All right, you should want to be improving yourself for yourself. That way you don't have to deal with these neediness, guys. All right, so if you are on your purpose, it's gonna keep her chasing your fucking time. All right. It's going to keep your SMV improving, all right, which means that now you're able to stand up to a shit test. Listen, everybody can pass a shit test on the first date when you don't even care nothing about the bitch. It's harder to pass a shit test a year into a relationship where you head over heels crazy about the fucking girl, all right? You need to know that you can replace her easy. And this is the thing, guys, when you say replace her easy, I'm talking about that quality of a woman. So let's hypothetically say you got a fucking 9 right now, all right? You're not going to be able to replace her with a 7. You'll never be happy with that. All right, so if you got a 9 right now or a 10, you can't theoretically break up with her and go get a 7 or 8. You downgrading, all right? You'll be unhappy with that. So you need to know that I can go get another fucking dime, all right? You need to know you can go get that caliber woman or better. Anybody can go out and get another woman just to say they got another woman, but what you want to do is you need to know that you can go out and at least get a bitch just as bad as her or not better. That is the thing. That's what a lot of guys fuck up at. Most guys know I can go out and replace a bitch, but what most guys get weak at is they get a bad bitch and then they start thinking in their head, man, this is the baddest bitch I've ever been with my life. And so then they get in this scarcity mindset where they feel like can't replace this bitch. I can find another bitch, but I don't think I can find another bitch as bad as this bitch. And that's where the scarcity mindset comes in at. It's not about finding another woman. It's about finding another woman that's going to be as hot as her. All right? So that's the thing. So if you constantly improving on your SMV, you know I can replace this bitch. All right? A bitch better than her. That's the mindset you always want to have. And that's the thing that I want, guys. That's the biggest thing out of all this, is that I want you to know that you can go get a bitch better than her, not another bitch. Because guys ain't gonna have the scarcity mindset of, can I get another girl? It's, can I get a girl that's at least as fine as this bitch or not finer? All right? So that's the bottom line on that. And I also wanted to talk about how to, oh, and I forgot to mention this part too. Guys, when you doing when you got a woman fighting for your time and shit like that, like you keeping her emotional and shit like this right here. And guys, the worst thing in the world is if you're in a relationship and it's never no conflict and shit like that. You want some conflict in the relationship. It shouldn't be every fucking day, don't get me wrong. But these emotions is what get women to fall in love with you. These fighting for your time, fighting for your validation, those emotions. It's not about fussing and bickering. It's about, y'all gotta have some drama in the relationship a little bit for a woman to develop these feelings for you, but not, bad drama. I'm talking about good drama, as in she's feeling like you ain't giving her enough. So if you in these relationships, you want a woman to feel like she's never beautiful enough, or you're never giving her enough time. All right, that emotion and stuff right there is what makes her stay deep in love with you. That's what she needs. Women need that. When you become too easily available and you too complimentary of her and stuff like that right there, and she don't got nothing to worry about, that's when women start to lose interest. All right, because the second it's nothing going on, it's like smooth sailing. A woman gotta always kind of wonder, do he love me today? That's the way they are, guys. This is how the bad boys make them feel. This is bad boys get them this feeling of, constantly trying to prove themselves, constantly trying to chase for the guy's validation. All right, so you never want to validate them, and you always want them chasing your time, pursuing you, which the purpose is gonna keep you busy from that. All right, so that's the thing. You always need them to have a little drama in your life, chasing your validation. All right, so if you're doing all that, this is naturally gonna make the sex better. All right. See, this is the thing, guys. When I was in a relationship, I was in the streets and stuff like this, still ripping and running and shit. And so the girl was always constantly chasing my validation. She constantly was always wondering was I cheating and stuff because I was on my purpose and shit. So she was always wondering, was I cheating or what I was doing or what was going on and stuff like this, that, and the other. And so she would have these big blow-ups. She always felt like I wasn't giving her enough validation and stuff like this right here. And so, because I was naturally arrogant because I was on my purpose. I was just naturally arrogant. This years ago. I was on my grind. I had a good income and shit like this. I was on my grind. So I was just naturally arrogant. This is what being on your purpose does. It makes you naturally arrogant, makes you naturally not give a fuck. All right. And so she would always have these little tension tantrums sometimes, chasing my validation, chasing to see where I stand. And we would have the best sex in the world. Now, did I improve in fucking in between those times? Y'all ever heard break up to make up? Because when you break up with a woman, those emotions, when y'all get back together, makes the sex better. The worst thing you can have with a woman is you ain't never giving her nothing to worry about, and then you have sex with her, the sex gonna be kind of dead. A woman need to always be chasing your validation. All right, she need to always wonder where she stand with you. That's gonna make the sex the bomb. All right. Not because you got her emotions into it. All right. Now I tell you guys about the foreplay and shit like this here. The foreplay goes for, like, I'm working. I went on 1 or 2 dates. I fucked the girl on the second date. Her emotions can't be that deep into me for 2 fucking dates, right? So yeah, I need foreplay and do all this and other shit. But if you dating a woman for a year, you shouldn't even need no fucking foreplay. Her emotions should be so wrapped in you that she should be about ready to come just the thought of y'all having sex. That's how emotionally wrapped you want her into you. All right, this is how you get women emotionally wrapped into you, chasing your validation all the time, chasing for your time, wanting you to spend more time with them, constantly bitching and shit that you spend more time working or working on your purpose than you spending with them. That's what you want. You want her always bitching about that. That's what you want. And of course, you never argue with them back. You be like, we're going to spend more time. I'm just grinding such and such. You never argue back with them or get high-headed. You just say it like that. All right? So that's the thing with that. It naturally makes the sex better when you got her emotions like that. So it keeps the sex bomb. So if you're in a long-term relationship, sex can get stale. All right? If a woman ain't never got to chase for your validation and you ain't got her emotional, the sex can get stale. When you got her emotional and her head wrapped wondering what you doing, who you with, that makes the sex the bomb. I remember having sex with my girl back in the day, and after we done had a breakup, and she would make all these crazy ass noises. And I'm not talking about like moaning. I'm talking about like emotional noises, like She was so emotionally wrapped that when we was having sex, all those emotions would just come out at one time. All right. So that's the thing with that, guys. All those emotions would just come out at one time, just from the us breaking up and stuff like that, or us going through our little problems and stuff like that. And it all boiled down to where she just never felt like I was giving her enough time or enough validation. All right. And I wanted to talk about this too. Why validation leads to masturbation. All right. So guys, I'm talking about with us. Let a woman chase your validation, but I'm talking about with us and why you don't want to give a woman validation. Guys, validation is an indicator of high interest. High interest is an indicator of weakness. All right, that means that you're starting to care about her. All right, as in with women logic, when they see you starting to care that deeply about them, they start to test more. All right, that's how that works, guys. So you never want to give women all this compliments and validation. Let them let them chase your validation, but you never give it to them. All right, because when you start giving it to them, they never have to worry about you taking the emotions out of it. All right, you basically saying, you don't have to worry about me. I care crazy about you. You don't want to give a woman that. That's what makes them fall in love with you when they constantly wondering where they stand. This is what gets them emotionally wrapped in you. This is what drives them fucking crazy when they just don't know where the fuck they stand with you. All right, that's what you want. So never give a woman validation. All it does is lead to more tests. I'm gonna tell you what I mean by that. I was in the club last night and I seen two girls coming over making strong choosing signs. And I really had the nerve to just want to go up to them and ask them to start kissing each other. Because see, by them showing such high interest, it literally gave me the ego boost to just start to, want to act something stupid. All right. I remember one time a girl was blowing up my phone all that fucking day. She said she's just blowing up my phone. This years ago. Blowing up my phone like 15 years ago. Blowing up my fucking phone all fucking day. Like, hit me up like 8 times. She's hit me up. I finally answered the phone that night and she said, I'm at such and such. I came up there. She was with her friends. I said right there in front of her friends. And the reason I said this because she was acting so. I said, you gonna suck my dick tonight. All right, she never had sucked my dick. I fucked her, but she never sucked my dick. And I said it right there in front of her friends, because by her blowing up my phone like that, displaying her high interest, it gave me the confidence to just do some bold, stupid shit. And I just went right up there in a little, it was like a little lounge type thing, right there in front of her friends and said, you gonna suck my dick tonight. And she ain't said nothing, she just sitting there. Because she done showed me how much high interest she had. And that gave me the confidence. I don't really give a shit. And that's what happens with women. That's why you get more tests. All right? So you don't want to never give women validation, guys. All you're going to do is get more tests. By you not validating them, you get them emotionally. It's crazy. If you don't validate them, they start to fall in love with you because you get them emotional and they don't know where they stand with you. And if you give them validation, it leads to more tests that you probably can't pass because you got real high interest in them. So you probably won't pass the test. It's just best not to even compliment the bitches. To be point blank, period. Just don't even compliment them. All right? All right, guys, I hope I cleared that up. I hope you guys, so my man who sent me this question, he been asking me this for a while. And the reason it took a long time, brother, because most of the guys over here, we fucking pump and dump, masters. I don't really get into the relationship shit too much, but you is a loyal patron. And you've been asking, I do got some guys on here that I know are in relationships. And some of the guys on here, quite frankly, are guys who deal with girlfriends and stuff like that, and that's fine too. All right, so that's why it took so long on the video. I would say 98% of the guys over here, man, we just fuck these hoes to sleep. But I have been in relationships, and I can give you some advice on it. Keep the bitches chasing your fucking time, and keep the bitches chasing your validation. Never give them no compliments. Keep them emotionally wrapped in you. That's gonna make the sex the bomb. That's gonna keep your SMV high enough to where you have the confidence to pass a shit test. And it's not about finding another woman. It's about finding another woman that's as fine as her or hotter than her. All right, that's the thing. That's the biggest thing I've seen with guys who get in relationships. It's not about finding another bitch. It's about, can I find another bitch as bad as this bitch? That's what guys can't pass the shit test from. That's where the scarcity mindset comes in. That's why you got to stay improving your SMV. Get on your fucking purpose. Stay on your fucking purpose. Let them bitches chase your validation. All right, guys. Like the video. Comment down below what y'all want to see next. I appreciate all the video suggestions, guys. It helps out a lot. I'm doing as many as I can. All right. Holla back.